Hey guys, we're in a different, I feel like every video at this point is in a different location, but I kind of like that, so it's okay. It's late, I'm about to upload, but I thought I'd do one more, because this is an idea that I think kind of ties into everything I've been talking about, and I feel like they're all ideas that you can kind of put together, you know. And everything that I talk about, they're things that I'm kind of picking up or figuring out or trying to implement as I'm going. So of course, along this this process, this journey that we're on, and throughout the videos and all of the all of the things that I'm talking about, right? They're things that you're trying to implement, that you're trying to incorporate into your day-to-day life, whether it's just a way of thinking or of acting or of performing. And I think in doing so, right, and learning to love the journey and learning to love yourself, to not rush into doing so many things at once, and allowing yourself to kind of be in the moment. There's also a matter of setting realistic expectations, and not necessarily in the sense that you limit yourself or that you like give yourself excuses, but just in the fact that you understand that despite you trying to work on yourself or to be a better person, you're still human. And I think that's something important to keep in mind. It's important to remember your humanity, your imperfection, your flaws, right? Because that's what keeps you grounded, and that's what keeps your expectations realistic along this journey. There's bound to be points where you struggle, where you fall, or where you're inconsistent. Because like I said, we're all human. And to expect yourself to wake up one day and want to do something and just do it perfectly right away the first time, day after day after day, week after week, month after month, for years, just right away, just to get it the first time, it's unrealistic. And not only is it unrealistic, but it sets an unachievable standard, right? You're immediately putting so much pressure on yourself to be something that you don't need to be, and that realistically you shouldn't be, right? Because that's the whole point of this process, is to learn, it is to grow, it is to over time become, sorry for that the camera keeps moving, to become that person, to align with that identity that you want for yourself over time. And there's bound to be bumps along that road. You know, I think personal growth, I think success isn't meant to be linear. You know, it's not meant to be a straight line, you know, just going directly up. I think there's bound to be bumps and dips and points where you fall off track. And the idea isn't to give yourself excuses for when those moments come, or to expect that and therefore maybe put less effort in, but to expect it and plan for what to do when it comes, you know, plan for when life inevitably gets in the way. There's bound to be something that happens, a bad day, a bad week, a fight, a this, a that, whatever it may be. And I think when you set yourself up to expect it, it makes it so much easier to overcome it, right? And so when that moment does come, where maybe you miss a day, maybe you didn't go to the gym that day, or you didn't eat too well that day, or you didn't do whatever thing you've been working on, to know that, okay, I didn't do that thing, I wasn't consistent today, but I'm gonna come back tomorrow with the same effort, you know? And kind of that idea that we talked about in the last video of like not chasing perfection, not when those moments do come being like, okay, well now I have to start all over again, right? Now I have to wait until Monday. Now I have to wait until the right time again. instead of looking at it as part of the process, right? That falling off track, it's meant to happen. It teaches you, and it helps you to get better, right? Because like I said, it's inevitable. And I think things happening that kind of throw you off track are just lessons. They teach you how to still be your best self, how to continue being your best self, how to maintain all of those habits and procedures and all of that progress despite the noise and the adversity and all that comes at you throughout life. And I think that's so important, because I think we put so much pressure on ourselves to do our best, not to do our best, but to do things perfectly right away. And especially I think in moments where things finally do click and it feels like you're consistent and you're doing well and you feel like you're seeing growth in yourself, and then you hit a whole roadblock and it's like, oh fuck, I fell again. And it's like, that's okay, you're supposed to fall, and I think looking at it like that instead of beating yourself up or being negative is what will allow you to overcome it and to keep doing what you're trying to do, to keep chasing whatever you're chasing, and to not fall victim to the same thing when it happens again. Whenever life throws that same thing at you, now you know that, okay, this thing happening, even if it does throw me off track for a little bit, doesn't mean that it's going to permanently keep me off track. And yeah, it's kind of something that even I personally am trying to adopt, is like, even when I have a day where I haven't done anything, I didn't go to the gym, I haven't been drinking enough water, I didn't get enough sleep, whatever it was, it's like, I'm not going to let this happen twice, right? I'm not going to let this bad day, this one day where I fell off track or I've been inconsistent, continue for another day or another week, right? I'm not gonna wait, oh, well, I fucked up on Wednesday, we'll start again on Monday. No, I'm gonna take it as, oh, okay, this is meant to happen, right? And this is just a part of the process and learning how to overcome. And I think it's a really crucial part in life and growing in general. So I hope that in watching this video, if you do feel like you're at a point in life, or you can think about a time where you were trying to work towards something and you kind of fell off track, and maybe because you fell off track you never got back on, or you were hard on yourself for not being able to be consistent, I push everyone to not only be kinder to yourself and to acknowledge that you're human and that falling off track is inevitable, but to also give yourself the grace to find your way again, and to get back to where you need to be, where you want it to be, so that you can achieve what you dream to be. And yeah, so it's the start of the week. It's been a great day. It's gonna be a great week. The year's coming to an end, and 2025 is gonna be even better. So yeah, see you guys next week. Peace and love, and best wishes.